Today on Drawbli, we are drawing
Rugby Players.
Click that subscribe button if you're new around here.
And comment below with other ideas of what we can draw to become better artists.
So, Abby, this is your beautiful drawing. Well, maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Your potentially beautiful drawing of some rugby players.
Yeah, I don't even remember what prompted me to search.
That's what I was going to ask.
I don't even remember what my original search was. It definitely wasn't rugby players. But this
Just
is what
boys having fun.
Just some boys horsing around in the mud in the rain. Oh, I think it was like a action shot. Did I look up action shot? I think I did look up something regarding action.
Oh, do you do some like gestural stuff with this one? I know that's your forte.
I do iterations though of this first guy especially.
Oh, really?
I draw this for multiple times just to kind of get it better each time.
Really?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
just a handful of
just
times.
like you completely delete it and then draw it again.
I reduce the opacity so I can see what I did, and then I draw it again.
I love that. Yeah, that's awesome.
And then
that's
once I'm satisfied,
yeah,
I go in with sharper lines.
That is awesome. That's such a good way to go about that. I really like that.
Yeah.
And if you're aiming for accuracy and trying to get that as good as possible, that is a fantastic way to do that.
I thought you'd like that.
And I really like the line wrapping around from the back all the way down that leg. Look how that's just one continuous line. That's really cool.
I saw that with my artist eyes.
Your artist? Ooh, very nice. You got some nice artist eyes.
Yeah, well, thank you.
I like that. So you don't do that quite as much with the other guy? More so with this first
no,
one?
I mean, it served really well to, like, especially with this first guy, since he's the main thing. It served really well to block him in and get him situated and kind of more me warmed up. And then
Also
from there,
really nice.
I did draw the other guys at least once before I put down my official lines, but not as many times as this guy.
So, 30 minutes.
Yeah, I did that at every 30-minute mark almost.
Oh, wow. So can you explain for those that don't know what iterative drawing or iterative art is?
So it's drawing the same exact thing multiple times and trying to improve on it each time.
And why would you draw the same thing so many times?
Because a guy in a YouTube video told me to, and I believed him, and I tried it, and I believed him even more.
Video, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
So other than him saying you should do it, why do you think you should do it?
Because it helps you improve. You know, if you're drawing the same thing multiple times, you can see exactly what needs to change.
And you can see what changes you make and how they affect it. You know, little small things can make big differences. I like that. This is such an actiony shot. There's actually 3 guys here. I just realized.
I did not realize until I went to draw this guy. I legitimately
You're
didn't.
like, wait, 2, 3, 4. Wait, there's 6 legs here.
Whose legs are these? Oh my gosh.
There's another
Because
man
you can't
here.
see the other guy very much.
That's
but
so
once
funny.
I drew these legs, I was like, oh, there's a whole third person.
There's a whole nother boy in there.
Yeah.
Another lad. I like that. Have you ever played rugby, Abby?
No, I have not. I knew a family where the boys played rugby because I think they're originally from South Africa, South African family, and I think rugby's bigger over there. And we actually had a rugby team in Cincinnati that they played on.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, the landmark.
I didn't know
Eagles
rugby was like big around Midwestern.
It's not.
US.
It's not. They got lucky, I guess. I think actually the dad of that family in particular started the team maybe because he wanted his boys to be able to play.
I don't really know. Like, I probably know next to nothing about rugby, but if I had to guess, I had to
brutal.
assume the rules are very similar to something like soccer or like hockey. I have to imagine it's pretty much the same idea.
It's a lot of that stuff, just with a lot less protective gear.
Yeah, I know it's like supposed to be, like, it's kind of known as a really rough sport. Also, loving the lines on the face and hair there. Very nice.
Oh, thank you.
I know it's supposed to be like a really kind of rough sport, but I don't know much other than that.
No, me neither. I've seen grisly pictures, though, of people like with blood streaming out of their eye sockets.
Gushing.
Oh, they're gory.
Their eyeballs are gushing.
Yeah.
Tell me what sports did you play, like, when you were growing up?
I played
were you
soccer.
Oh, you were?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think I played. I switched to cheerleading later on because I just don't like handling sports that have like a ball you got to keep an eye on and stuff like that.
Weren't the most coordinated.
Yeah,
maybe?
I liked running around and doing the jumps and throwing girls up in the air. I thought it was a lot more
throwing
fun.
girls around.
Okay. I did though. It was really, really fun. And we got to cheer competitively for a while. I'm not a great tumbler at all, but I really enjoyed the Oh gosh, it's been so long. But I enjoyed the base work that I did in the baskets and throwing girls up in the air.
Did you play any other sports or do any other like physical activities when you were growing up?
I rode horses just a little bit when I was young.
Really?
Just for a couple summers. Yeah, I got to
that's
take
fun.
horse riding lessons. I was very lucky.
What was the name of the horse you rode?
Mickey was one of them.
Mickey?
Uh-huh. He had some personality.
That's an interesting horse name.
Mm-hmm. It is. Yeah, but no, I did a lot more with like music and bands and orchestras.
You did.
Sports.
I do know that you did a lot with music.
Yeah.
And it shows because your piano skills are top notch.
Oh, hardly. But I'm sure if I practiced regularly, I could get them back to where they were. But I'm not practicing regularly, and therefore they will not become what they were.
You did so many fun things growing up.
I
I did soccer growing up, and then in high school I did track and field, and I was a sprinter. And now I run wrong because I sprint.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I run the stairs.
You've been running a lot, or maybe not a lot, but you've been getting more into it.
Yeah. And
I went for a run the other day and almost died.
I know. I really want to run with you because I feel like now I could keep up, you know?
Oh, you could always
I've
keep
been
up.
deconditioning you secretly so that I can keep up with you.
Wow. I ran. So I ran like a 5K, which is not a lot, but I ran a third of it to and from a park, and that middle third was up and down through the woods, and it destroyed me. So
Yeah.
like the last third getting back, all I have to say is thank God there was a water fountain at the park where I could stop and like get something to drink before I came home.
That sounds like so much fun, though. I love trail running out in the woods.
I really enjoyed it.
I'd like to do that
too.
with you.
Oh, I've walked that trail so many times, but when that was my first time running it, it was like it happened so fast. I was like, wow, I guess that trail really isn't as long as I thought it was. But nope, that trail's a mile long. So
Yeah.
it just went quick.
That's because you're a fast runner, I guess.
I'm so quick. Abby, do you flip your canvas on this piece? I gotta know.
No.
No?
Not
Well, that's
even
okay,
once.
because it's actually looking really cool.
I just get it right the first time.
Yeah. Well, I would challenge you to flip your canvas a little more in the future, but I'm loving what you're doing with your three boys here.
Thank
I'm
you.
loving the like texture with the shading on the leg that you had a few moments ago.
Yeah, I was
It like
pretty
actually
pleased with
comes
that.
across as like dirty, like muddy, intentionally muddy.
Exactly. I know,
What we
intentional
normally
muddy.
avoid.
I liked with this piece, one of my goals, I think this has been our goals a lot lately, is edge contrast. Mostly because what I learned from doing a master study of Rembrandt was having the blurry lines in the background.
Last episode,
And then,
and then the sharper foreground, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
the focus of the camera.
So I decided to do that. I've got this really blurry background that I actually spent some time on.
I actually.
This is really
it
sped
looks
up,
good.
so that flew by fast. But I did take my little time on this.
Yeah, 2.5 hours. That's cool that you did that, showing off the markers that you hit. So you spent like 3 hours on this.
Yes.
And it definitely shows. I mean, you have 3 characters in this, and they are looking really awesome.
Yeah, I spent a weirdly long time on this very pixelated face, trying to get it to look kind of like this image. And every time I'd back up, I'd be like, nope, that's not it. Try again.
Honestly, sometimes it's better to work on it from far away to where like you have to like make the big strokes because there's only big strokes there. It's
Yeah.
very pixelated,
Yeah.
very blurry. And sometimes when we like zoom in too close, it's just like
Yeah.
there's too much.
I do
going
back
on.
up a lot, but I think that's what kind of downfell me, was getting too close.
It failed you. Did you go into this with any focus?
Just the edge contrast, having these guys be like sharp edges and the background be very soft.
Do you feel like other than that there was anything that you like really took away from this piece? Maybe discovering a third hidden boy in your image?
The third hidden boy.
There's a third hidden boy in every artwork. Did you know that?
I really valued the iterative factor.
I actually really liked that. That was fun to watch.
And I hadn't done that before, so I was really glad that I did that. And so I think that's something I would like to keep doing. maybe that's my flipping the canvas, is drawing the same thing over and over.
Yeah, I actually have done that myself. Not as many times as you did there, but I can definitely see how helpful that is. I occasionally like see some artworks where people will show off their early process, and a lot of the time it's stuff that's not even used in the final image. Recently I saw this one piece on ArtStation that was this, like, I don't know exactly how to describe it, or I don't even remember the artist, but essentially what they had done was they planned out all these different thumbnails for composition, and they drew the character from all these different angles to like figure out the design, and did some thumbnails. But holy crap, that looks so amazing.
Oh, well, thank you.
You did such a good job on this.
Thanks.
I mean, it definitely shows that you spent quite a bit longer on it, and wow. So this was like 3 hours or a little more?
This was 3 hours and maybe like 4 minutes, I guess.
This is awesome.
At least that's how long the video is.
I'm very proud
of
this artwork that I did not create.
I think something I'd like to focus more in the future based on this and one of my previous artworks is staying strong till the end and taking a break if I need to.
So I always come back later.
Yeah, so I quit phoning it in right at the end, like with the little fluffs on their hair. I was like, I can't figure it out. Whatever, it's good enough as it is.
It is good.
And
I like it.
Yeah. But I really liked how the background came out for this piece.
I do too. I love the texture.
Yeah.
I like it looks like a cracked canvas, like an old canvas texture.
Yeah.
That is
very
awesome.
Renaissance.
I am very impressed, and I obviously need to step up my game.
Oh, do you? I don't know. Your game has already stepped up. I'm always inspired to step up my game by you stepping up yours.
Well, I'm gonna step above that. We're gonna just be stepping all over each other.
It would just be really weird if one of us was operating on a super high skill level here.
Like you right now.
Like you do a lot of the time. And one of us was just like, here's my stick figure. So.
Oh my gosh, get out of here. We all know who the better artist is.
You're a professional artist,
in
literally.
a different medium. Okay, all right, we're done here. Click that subscribe button if you would like to see some more beautiful boys wrestling on the
goodness.
ground.
And comment below with other ideas or recommendations for how we can improve as artists.
And this is the part where we say
goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm just perplexed by this third hidden boy.
I'm
gonna be checking in all my artwork from now on.
I didn't know he was there till I drew him.
I'm scared. I'm gonna look back through all my artwork and find a hidden boy in there.